Hello, victorious tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest III with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, we found this Parcheesi board, and then in between episodes, I redid it once. I found a couple things. I found one more small medal, a strength seed, a steel needle, and a turtle shell in my exploration of the map. The turtle shell was on like a forest tile, so that might have been rare, and then that was in a pot, and this was in like a cabinet or something. So, and then the metal was just in a pot or something. So pretty standard, just, you know, explore all the tiles, you'll get all the main things. And for our big reward at the end, we get the small medal. All good. We're up to another 2 mini medals on the board. And a morning star, which might be area of effect. So maybe that'll be awesome. Anyway, we only got a couple weapons, so let's have a look-see here. So, the turtle shell, let's see. It's not very good. Worse than a kilt. Might have been something for a fighter or a merchant if you got it at the right time. I don't know. Oops, I can't equip the Morning Star. So Daubry can equip the Morning Star. Maybe it's not area of effect. It is an upgrade over the spear, so there you go. I would not say that was an amazing find. Like, that's nice, but it doesn't really matter. And I think the steel needle is going to be either fighter. Oh, Holy can equip it. Sure, whatever, fine. I was thinking it might be wizard only or something like that. I think the animation, the sprite for it looked like a claw, like a fighter weapon, but it looks like turns out dancers or whatever people can use it. You know what I mean? Let's just move some items very quickly into the bag here. I want to sell off some of this stuff next time we get into town, which will be very, very soon. And we'll sell this. So I might have enough mini medals to go back to the starting town now. I might be able to get some more unlocks, and we can definitely sell off these iron spears because we've got Morningstar, steel. Like, I did get 2 weapon upgrades. Don't get me wrong. I'm not ingrateful. It's just they weren't a huge upgrade. And if I bought an iron axe or something, it would be almost identical. But yeah, okay, cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. This was definitely not as important a Parcheesi board as the first one with the boomerang and the whip. A couple small upgrades, couple mini medals. It's good to do, of course, but just not quite as impressive. So let's see if our damage output from Daubry and Holly are way better. I really wouldn't expect a whole lot. Like, they'll do 2 more damage. Oh, it is multi-target. Okay. So I changed my mind. Morningstar, really good weapon for your cleric. Never mind. I misunderstood. Cool, so we've got 3 people with area of effect attacks now. Blue with the multi-area, and Fella and M. Daubry for a single group. That's pretty good. Cool. I changed my mind. I take everything back. That was awesome. Good Parcheesi board. I almost had enough money on that second round to buy the Mist Staff, and at some point I might go back if we don't find one. I've still got a couple spare tickets, so if I ever feel like I really need to buy a Mist Staff, I will know where to go. Before we do any more shopping in this town, I am going to sell some of my extra weapons. I mean, actually sell, you know, that up there. So, we don't need... I should use that strength seed, too, actually. And Fella stole a sword last episode, so sell it off. Making some good money. Alright, and get rid of all of our iron spears. Okay, cool. So, we've actually got a fairly substantial stockpile. There wasn't really much to buy in either weapon shop, even if we come back at night. The good stuff was actually in the no price place. So if we want to haggle, we could try to get a Holy Spear. Now that I have that Morning Star, I'm not sure this is actually so worth it. 5 more damage, but no area of effect. The really good, like, single target damage tends to be most useful on bosses, but for now, M. Daubry on bosses is probably healing or using magic to support. So it's not like Blue or Fella that might want a higher damage single target weapon as well as a lower damage group attack. I think group attacks are pretty much all Daubry will need. Iron Axes. Sure, you know, that's an upgrade for Holly or Blue. Magical Skirts should be 1,500, so I could probably buy one if I wanted. It might change your character's sprite. There's one or two items in the game. I'm not sure if this is one of them. Oops, I actually didn't mean to say that. I'll see how low it can go, because we can buy one in the Pachisi board for 1,500. So I bet you if I haggled probably one more time... Oh, no, he only goes down to 3,000. Alright. So the Pachisi board is actually cheaper than the merchant here. That's good to know if you're playing along. If you land on the shop on the Pachisi board, if you want one of these, you can get it for half price. I'm definitely going to buy at least one Iron Helmet for Blue. And we know that we can get them down to 2,000, so let's do that at the very least. I wonder if sometimes he haggles lower than others. Maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, 2,000 should be fine. So that gets me a nice little defense buff, full iron armor. The ability to get to steel, or steel sword if I want. Yeah, I think that's probably worth doing. Let me, I might buy another Iron Helmet for M. Daubry as well, although not 100% on that. Yeah, that wooden helmet was not very good. That was just early game armor. I'm straight into mid-game armor now for myself. So there was like a black coat that was an upgrade for Fella if we want to buff him up, or an Iron Helmet for our healer. So +6, potentially, or +6. I suppose Fella already has pretty good defense. This would put him into the 80s, so he doesn't really need it that much. Whereas M. Daubry is considerably lower total defense. And also our healer, who you want to keep alive. So I'll spend the rest of my money on this. I think 2,000 gold is a pretty good price for an Iron Helmet. Although, you know, just now that I've already bought one, because this is as far as I was going to go, let's find out what happens if you say no. Yeah, I figured that would be as low as he would go. Alright, good enough. Enough shopping extravaganzas. Oh yeah, you still have the Cloak of Evasion. That does give you slightly better defense than... Did he just give it to me? Maybe he always gives it to Blue when you haggle it down, basically. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, cool. So we got slightly better weapons, some new armor. I didn't have enough for the magical skirt. Or, well, I mean, I technically probably had the 3,000 if I wanted to spend that. But it wasn't... It's one of those things that doesn't give us enough stats. So I'll maybe try to sell it later and... We'll see. Or, I'll try to buy it later when I got lots of money and I can show it. Like, cause if it does change your sprites, that's kind of fun thing to show off, you know. Anyway, let's get on with things. We've done enough chit-chat about shopping and buying armor and stuff. Like I said, I think last episode, we're pretty strong anyway, so I'm not terribly concerned at this exact second about grinding for the maximum potential armor and weapons. Even with a Jester, the fact that we've got a Thief and a Cleric makes most of the early mid-game pretty easy. The Thief is clearly the best class in the, at least the early game for the remake. It was not like this in the original NES version, but in the remake, Thieves are really good. So these guys are all new. We've got Flame Peeds and Demon Stools. Now we're going to find out if my defense is actually strong enough. Looks like even Holly's not taking that much damage, and I'm pretty sure Holly has the lowest defense of the group. But yeah, I feel like Fella does probably more damage than a warrior or a fighter, and probably has better HP and defense than they often get either. Like, it's kind of crazy how buff Thieves are. What I wanted to check was I correct? Yeah, 58 defense, not considerably lower, but definitely the lowest of the group. Alright, now, I know someone in the last town told us to go south, now that we're in Africa, but, I like filling up my map. Map completion is very important to me. So Hellcrab is the defense jerk, for sure. Look at this. We're going to probably want to switch over to some magic on him because he's being a jerk about dying. And then the rest of the team can focus down the Flame Pea, which isn't that strong. Not that 11 fire damage is going to do much. Holly, wasting her turn. So... I don't think M. Dobry has any... Oh no, you've got an attack spell. Sure, sure. Without a wizard, we don't have any sort of the advanced magic, like the ice spells that tend to do good damage. So this is a situation where, you know, equipping your max single target damage weapons are probably slightly useful. I think in the future I might just try to run from those things, because that's just too much defense for me to be happy about. Anyway, M. Dobry, level 13, lots of HP, average stats, and the stop spell. And then, was that literally one step and then a random encounter? I know I said I wouldn't fight these. I'm a sucker for experience, though. I'm going to try to focus down the Flame Peeds quickly and fireball the crabs. Actually, that fireball spell did a lot more damage than Blaze, so... Alright, I feel like we can speed this up a little bit. Oh, I suppose it's probably partially because, he didn't get a chance to buff himself before we started. Well, no, buff shouldn't apply to magic damage, so I don't know. I don't know why he took so much more damage from Fireball. Maybe it's just a much stronger spell than Blaze. Usually your first area of effect spell is just about the same damage as the single target version, except multi-target. Anyway, there's a desert, or this is a... I sort of remember this pyramid. We're going to save it for a little bit later. It's like a cursed pyramid, so there's random battles in there. There's actually some really good items that you can kind of loot really early on in the game if you're brave. But there are some definitely dangerous encounters that I'm not totally ready to do just at this second. So we're going to hold off just a little bit before we dive into the pyramid. Also, the game hasn't told us to go to the pyramid yet, so I feel like we're sort of sequence breaking if we really go in there. Oh look, there's a this is probably sequence breaking too. I mean, you'd always want to check out the Oasis, right? Welcome to Isis, the Pharaoh's country. We'll explore it later. Like, don't get me wrong, we'll be back very soon. But remember, I'm looking for that old man in the swamp. That's what the villagers told me in the last place. So we're just gonna keep exploring this desert till we find a swamp. Typically, deserts and swamps go hand in hand. I'm sure that makes perfect sense. Look at all that multi-target attack stuff. It's so good. Alright, there's the swamp. Alright, let's talk to this old man. Old man! Oh, you're in search of the magic key, yes. I heard that such a key is in the pyramid in the northern part of the desert. But first, you should go to Isis Castle. You'll find it at the edge of an oasis. And another mini-medal. I guess I should really turn those in. Loot this old man. He's living in a swamp, trying to stay away from bandits. Here I am, stealing all of his prizes. He can never go gambling now. So, what this was, just to show this off, if you're on a half tile and you walk straight up, it pushes you over. Not like the original. You found another book! Hooray! Books. Alright, so... we'll definitely be going to Isis Castle before we head to the pyramid. But first, let's finish mapping out the desert a little bit. This is where that mountain is. And I think because I've got the return spell, like, the reason I dipped into Isis Town, whatever the name of... Now, it doesn't feel like we're in the right area for it to be actually Egypt anymore. We're in pretty far West Africa. We're like in Timbuktu or something, honestly. But, which is a real place, did you know? Anyway. Fella, you're level 14. Maximum HP, crap tons, even some MP. A whole bunch of stamina, that's why you got the HP. And the Thief Nose, what does that do? Oh, you know, when I was looking... I always forget this kind of stuff. People probably yell at me. We do have the ability to do, like, hey, I wonder where the nearest town is. That was the wrong spell. That was what level you are in a dungeon. This one... Oh, something 7 west and 13 south. That must be the old man's hut. So it's just, if you're having a hard time finding the next town and you don't know which way to go, this does sort of help. So Thief knows. Is this eye for treasure? Discover remaining chests of area. This is actually the spell I really wanted. In a dungeon, that'll tell you how many treasure chests are unopened on the, I believe, on the floor you're currently on. Which is a pretty great ability for me, because I often miss them. Okay, so that was pretty cool. So let's go back for now. We'll be able to return to Isis via Hackery, because I just stopped by for a second. So we'll be able to return in, no problem. Let's say hello to Mom. Get some free heals. Do we have to talk to her yet? Yeah. We'll just speed through some of this stuff, save a little bit of time. Rise and shine, Blue. Alright, let's zip over to the Mini King's shop, which is in, like, one of the more annoying places in the game. Like, it's hard to get here. It's not like, a lot of times you just teleport and you just walk straight up and you can talk to the guy. He's not even a king today. Alright, let's see if we have enough for anything. We're up to 10 medals. I did bring in enough. You found 10 medals, except this garter belt, which probably isn't very important. Once you find 20, you'll get a Bladerang. Now that's the good stuff there. A Bladerang would be a very nice upgrade for Blue or Fella for multi-target boomerang damage. So that'd be pretty awesome. So we've got another book that I'll throw in the bag. In fact, now we have 2 Tombi. And this is an accessory that probably changes your personality. It says it gives you some defense. So let's give it to Holly and see what happens. It probably changes her from sexy to something else, though. Maybe not. Maybe it changes you to sexy. Garter belt. You know, that might be this accessory that makes you sexy. So... actually, that makes sense. That would make sense. Yeah, there you go. So we actually have an accessory now that does something relatively useful, because this is a good, definitely a good, what am I trying to say? A good personality type for total stats. And seeing as we have someone who's already sexy, like, we could have 2 sexy girls, but, like, I don't care. The main thing is we can get that 3 defense out of it now and not have it mess up our personalities. So enjoy your free defense, Holly. You got 3 or 4 defense, and it doesn't mess up your personality. Boys obviously can't equip it. And honestly, Smart, I think, gives you more wisdom than Sexy does, and we want Godbury to have lots of MP and HP, so that's kind of what I was focusing on. If I remember correctly, Sexy gives a lot of agility and luck, which is nice, but for a spellcaster, sometimes what you really want is the wisdom. And honestly, for a lot of the times, what you really want is just tons of stamina, so you get the most HP, which is, you know, how you survive combat. Anyway, cool. So, it's going to be a lot of mini medals before we come back. We'll need 10 more, basically double. And then we will, assuming I'm, like, diligent collecting my mini medals, we'll actually get a really nice weapon for the next turn-in. Okay, let's return for 8 MP all the way to Isis. Alright, now we'll actually explore the town and the castle. Probably save the pyramid for next episode, but we'll see. But you can't read a tombstone from the back. You found a small... Shh, that was so easy. Seems like there's a lot of medals buried in graves. Have you met this country's beautiful queen yet? Not yet. You're from Aliahan. I've never heard of that place before. Where is it? It's, Australia, I think, actually. Crap, looks like today's been a waste. Bunch of thieves. Oh, it's another, monster arena. Well, we could do some Monster Arena betting. The Queen doesn't know that I come here, so please keep it a secret. I don't come here to gamble. I research the way that monsters fight. Yeah, sure you do. Sure you do. What's the matter? This place is mine. I won't accept your offer. I wasn't really trying to buy it. That's who won the match? No. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I just got here. Just between you and me, the Queen sneaks in here sometimes. Sweet. You know what? We'll do one. What are you doing gambling without 5 gold? Alright, let's do one random battle. 120 bucks because we have level ups. Let's pay 10%. We could times 5 it. You know, I'm feeling... Let's not go for the sure thing. Let's go for the demon stool. So if we win, we get some real money. Alright, good luck, mushroom. Now, if there's ever like a crab fighting against non-magic, you know the crab's gonna win. But, because if there's a cloud, it could blaze the crabs or something. But we're off to a good start for our demon stool. Now, it's just these two. Who's got the most HP? I don't know. That's good. Waste your turn, Batman. We put it to sleep? We win! Easy money! 400 bucks! Alright. Quit while we ahead. 1 out of 1. Alright, gambling's awesome, guys. What would you like? They got a bunch of junk in here. I don't care. Sneaky upstairs. My husband runs the weapon and armor shop here. She's a very one-sided, one-dimensional personality. All she talks about is her husband's job. And she has a mirror to look at herself. Yes, I'm criticizing the people in a 20-year-old Japanese RPG. Would you care for a song? Ugh, bars. With the starry ring on, I'm so fast. Thanks. I think it's usually the meteorite bracer and it doubles your agility is probably what he's thinking of, but... How would you like some water? Water is our most valued possession, so we leave it out in the sun. We don't even cover it up. Glug glug, it's our most precious possession, and I just drank it all. Save some water for the whales. Oh, but the Queen's beauty makes the trip... Yeah, whatever. Can I hop in the well? I'm gonna go stomp around in their very precious water and steal their treasure. You're pretty brave to go down the well in the oasis, that's for sure. Alright, so that's another personality changer book, which I will immediately move to the bag. I mean, we're getting a lot. Oh, I keep forgetting to use that the strength seed. Alright, so we move some stuff around. Let's upgrade our strength a little bit. And I'm going to try to get the max just because I'm a cheater. I didn't need to cheat. I didn't say anything. I just said I knew I would get maximum automatically because I knew that. Such a good game. Alright, what can we buy at the item shop? The same thing as the other item shop. You guys suck. Where's the good gear? To the north lies the pyramid. I want to go there, but it's a sacred temple built thousands of years ago. If you get too close to it, or steal some of its treasure, you'll surely be cursed. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay, so it looks like I got ripped off, and I wasted a bunch of money by buying the Iron Helmet for 2,000 gold. I honestly thought that was a normal price for it. I was wrong. The Silk Robe does not look very good. Iron Axe... maybe. And that's the actual price for a Holy Spear. So, okay. Maybe shopping at the last town with the random, or the haggler is a terrible idea, and just walk here if you want a Holy Spear or an Iron Axe or an Iron Helmet, because it's cheaper. And I'd have 3,500 gold right now if I hadn't done that. Oh well, that'll show me. I got impatient and spent all my money. Oh good, we're getting medals like crazy. Only 8 to go to get a Bladerang. My name is Socras. I always sit here and wait for night. When it finally comes, I wait for the dawn. I don't know why I'm like this. Probably depressed. Let's talk to somebody. Nobody should be making fun of Socrates. Human beings just have a natural tendency to be indecisive. Alright, well I guess that's everything for the town. I think we've pretty well explored it. We'll have to come back at night, as always, but for now, let's go visit the cool castle. Welcome to Isis Castle. It is totally supposed to be Egypt, but they just didn't get their geography all that well. We're a little bit southwest of proper Egypt proper. Closer to like Carthage, I think. Alright, no secret entrances around the side, like most... Yeah, see, like any good Dragon Quest game, there's a secret... How do we even get there? How would you get into there? I saw that door. You can't trick me. I saw a door behind the pillars. Suspicious, guys. There's a door there, but I don't know how you're supposed to... Is there one on the left? Maybe it's just a decorative door. Who knows? Alright, let's get to work. Oh good, they have cats. Meow. Getting sniffly and sneezy already. And lots of girls. Did you come here through the desert? No, I came here through the swamp. You look a little sunburned. Thanks. You should stay away from the pyramid. That place is cursed, and there are some places inside where magic doesn't work. Oh no, no escape. It's just a shield. You can't steal it. You're not allowed to steal it. There are many traps in the pyramid, so please be careful. Who said I was going to the pyramid? I didn't say I was going there. Also, as always, half the castle is locked, because why would they ever like to walk around their own castle? Ah, Blue! You'd certainly satisfy our queen. How do you know my name? I just want to go to their treasury. Bravo! Pachisi tickets! Excellent. They're giving us a lot of Pachisi tickets. I like it. It's a strange-looking mask, but you can't steal it. The pyramid is the royal grave. Many kings have been buried there with their treasures. But the pyramid has already been plundered by many thieves. Get out of the way, I want to steal your books. Thank you. You stole the Defy book! We're so defiant, we just stole the book from underneath this guy. Just throw him in the bag. One day we'll have a library of our own. Alright. And there isn't anything important in the bag that I've forgotten about, is there? Books, medals... Oh, I should probably sell the shorts. Here, fella, you hold on to those so I remember to sell them later. You don't have to equip them, though, don't worry. Books... Herbs... 5 Pachisi tickets, not bad. Alright, inventory is good. It's my job to protect the queen. What a fortunate man I am. I'd give my life for my queen. There's a secret to the pyramid in the songs that the children sing, but I don't understand them. And half the castle is locked. Alright, children, tell me the secret. Round buttons open doors, but which to press? First the left of the east, and then the right of the west. Left of east, right of west. Great. Then left of west, and finally right of east. Let's try this again. Left of east. So that's left of east, right of west. Left of west, right of east. If there was 4 in a line, this is 3, 2, 1, 4. If it was just if you just counted up from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, I think is how that works. 3, 2, 1, 4. Try to remember that pattern. We're the queen's mistresses. Ooh, it's a very important... Yeah, I'm sure it is. Even Baramos kneels before her beauty. I doubt it. Everyone admires my beauty. It's not what's on the outside that counts, but on the inside. I read that in a book. Here, get some levels up. You guys should go kill more monsters to get stronger. Would you like... Yeah, we'll save. We're probably going to go get killed by cursed mummies in the crypt. Alright, no one even really tells us to go to the crypt, but maybe we'll find a magic key there or something, because there's so many locked doors here that we can't do anything about. So, what do you guys think? Probably should save it for the next episode. Yeah, I know. Oh, good. Let's just see if we can run from the annoying... I hate dealing with... And then we got, like, stop spelled by the cat birds. Come on. There we go. That encounter is really frustrating, just because it takes so long to handle the crabs. I'm kind of annoyed that fella has so much more HP than I do. Just to be honest. But I guess I could put him in the front if I was really feeling vindictive. I think we'll be okay. But we're going to end the episode here because it's 30 minutes and the pyramid is kind of scary. So we'll deal with this pyramid next episode. We've had, a couple episodes of kind of just traveling and exploring and stuff. But now we've got ourselves a proper dungeon. This next one's a little bit more scary. And it's the only place we can go to, really. We can't go east through the cave. We can't go west without... Or we can't go to the Europe southwest without a magic key. And we can't go to the northeast of Europe because the grizzly bears will kill us. Those Russian bears are dangerous. So anyway, that's all for now. We also can't get to South Africa because there's a mountain in the way, I think. So we'll call that an episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed. And wish me luck in the Curse of the Mummy next episode. See you there.